Hello YouTube! I am just doing a little bit of a WIP update with my stash. This, of course, is a Thomas Kincaid Disney collection, Disney Dreams. First of a 12, which, again, I did not know when I started it, but I'm going to complete all 12 eventually. She is nearly 95% done. Working more on the 1,000 French knots that have to be done for the flowers. So you can see them through here, down there. And they do make a big difference. It's just they are so tedious. So there's more to be done throughout here. Some long flowers here and here. There's some over here, as well as there are several through here. Just a little bit more stitching here, but this was the blending. This was the first time I've ever had to do blending in a project. So I was a little nervous about doing that until toward the end. I'm very cautious of how I use my thread. And then the wonderful section that contains all the filament, which is going to be very pretty, but it's just a difficult sometimes to stitch with it. I've just recently discovered Thread Heaven, thanks to everybody here on YouTube, so thank you very much. And so it does help, but I have to stop that and then come over here and do something else that I know that I can get done. But again, she is nearly done, and from a distance it looks pretty good, so I'm quite excited. But that's a WIP update. I do have a new start because of everybody here on YouTube. I've been inspired to do a gift for my husband. This is only a small part here. If most of you might be able to recognize that that's from Star Trek. I found this pattern on a website by DeviantArts, and I'm going to show you on my netbook real quick, so forgive me if it clears. There we go. So it's going to be like a 9-block. Oops, back. Anyways, there it goes. 9-block, and I love how it's a monochromatic tones of the faces based on the shirts that they wore. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but I watched it with my husband. This is hopefully going to be done for a birthday gift for him, which is like 6 weeks. So, whew, I've got a long ways to go. So I've almost got 1 block of 9 down. So, again, 6 weeks, 9 blocks. I got to get more than 1 done a week. But yeah, that's what it's going to look like. Going to fit like a 12 by 12. Anyways, that's my new start. I usually haven't started anything while working on a project so big, but I'm going to go ahead and show you my stash of projects that I've had for a while, as well as projects that I've recently got, because again, YouTube has inspired me so much. The next one in the series of the Disney Dreams collections I'm going to be doing is Pinocchio. The reason it's going to be Pinocchio is because of all 12. I didn't want to be discouraged from doing one or the other because maybe it's not my favorite movie or whatnot, but Pinocchio, unfortunately, is not my favorite movie, but it is the next movie that was released since Snow White of the collections that is out. So I just enjoy the detail of these, and they do have really neat 5x7s that you can get, but once you see that it's usually, I forget what section this one is, usually it's just a small snippet of the cross stitch, and when you realize how much else that you're missing, you just can't go do anything else. But that one, sorry about the glare, but Pinocchio, Wishes Upon a Star, and you can see there's the whale out here. I can zoom in a little bit there. So of course you got the whale, and you have these 2 characters down here, as well as Jiminy Cricket and her. So, oh, look at little bunny. So I just love how much detail is in this, and it is going to be a lot of fun when it's done. So after Pinocchio will be Fantasia. I don't own that one yet. It has been released, but I need to save the money to get it. But after that will be Bambi. And I like how it comes from these cool colors to the warm colors, and little Bambi and his friends to big Bambi. So it's called Bambi's First Year, and there's his father over there. And you know, since the forest kind of caught fire, I like that it kind of has that resemblance over there. So it tells a lot of what happened to Bambi within his first year. So that would be after Fantasia, once I own that, which will still be a little while before I can get to that. After Bambi will be Cinderella, which I've seen somebody already complete. Actually, I think I've seen a couple people. And I apologize if I forget your name, but if I can find you, I will see how I can tag you. But this is going to be just as fun as Snow White. I mean, of course, you can see Cinderella and the prince. And over here in the background are her stepmother and sisters. And there's the cat. There's the dog. The mice are over here. And of course the beautiful castle. And I love the sky. I love the purples in the sky. Purple, my favorite color. And where's she? Oh, there she is. I was just looking at her backwards. There's her fairy godmother flying. So, again, lots of details. And of course, 1,000 fringe knots. So, once I'm done, I'll be doing a whole bunch of those. But again, that's after Bambi. Then, after Cinderella, it'll be Peter Pan. And I really like that this has so much blue, even though blue's not my favorite color, but how the blues really enhance the whole thing. It's not just one shade of blue. I mean, and I think it takes your eyes to everywhere. Of course, there's Tinkerbell, which again, on the 5x7 versions, you only see Tinkerbell. And look how much you miss out. You miss Peter, you miss, you know, the ship coming through. Of course, there's Captain Hook in the cloud. That's what I love. The pirates are in the clouds before you get to Neverland. And of course, Neverland's through the clouds. So you know, there's a really nice scene of London. And I love how the perspective of how Big Ben sticks up there. So it just kind of really adds some depth to it. So again, this will be a while before I get to this one, but that's another one of my stash. After Peter Pan, which will be Lady and the Tramp, which is not released, I don't think, at least not in my area in the 16x12. But that is one after that. And then the next one would be Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty is released, just need to save money up to buy it. The Jungle Book has not been released. It will be the last of the 12 to be released. But that one I have seen online of the painting, and it's going to be really neat. After that, then it kind of jumps several years ahead into The Little Mermaid. And this is one of my favorite movies as a kid. You know, me and my sister, we love this movie, and it's just, I don't know, it's like, of course Ariel's a classic princess, but it's just like, I don't know, every little girl dreams of, you know, going from one world to another and meeting their Prince Charming. So, but look, I love the underwater scene, all the little characters down there. And just the colors are so fun, and they're vibrant. And I love how you can see her father and her 7 sisters, or her 6 other sisters. So this will be a lot of fun, but this will be a while before I can get to this one, because I'm thinking my goal is to complete one every year. So you're talking, this will be about 9 years from now. Well, maybe. We'll see if I can gain some speed. The next one will be Sleeping Beauty. And the only thing I don't like about the kit that I bought is that when the kit was released, it wasn't released with a model work on it. It was released with a painting on it, which is gorgeous all by itself. It's just, I love having an example work, so I can really see those stitches, which you can't tell in the picture like this, but you can see those stitches when you're just referring. And to look at a painting, it's not exactly the same thing. So I'm actually recently thought about contacting the company and seeing if they can at least send me a model work of this, or allow me to exchange this for a model work, because of course I haven't opened it, but I just like that. I really like having something to look at for a good reference. After Beauty and the Beast, the last one in the series of release dates is Lion King. And look at that. Look how pretty that is. I mean, you see Simba. Well, yeah. Yeah, sorry, that is Simba. I second guessed myself. Simba and his new baby, because there is Mufasa in the sky. I don't know if you can see. There we go. And Zazu. And I love the way, sorry about the glare, I love the way these animals really show up down here and how, compared to some of the others, how realistic these look. But that was a wonderful movie. And look at the gorge through there. So this will be the last of the 12, and I can't wait to get to this one because this alone is like a piece of artwork. And of course there's Timon and Pumbaa back here. And those are my Disney Dream collections by Thomas Kincaid, and they're addicting. Look, did you see one? You want all the others. So those are those. Now some of the others I've had on my stash is this one here. I bought this because I had a super fantastic coupon that made it very, very cheap. It's very large because I did want a big project, and I think this is right before I found Snow White. So I bought it, and I'm not a huge fan of flowers, but I love the colors that were in it. It just looked like a lot of fun. And what I kind of got excited about is, I don't know if you can see it in the pictures, a lot of the background is done in half stitching. So I thought that would at least speed things up in the back. But again, I bought it because it was very, very, very pretty, and I had a very awesome coupon for it. So that will be in my stash. Don't know if I'll ever get to it, but maybe if not, I find somebody who will enjoy it more than I will. Another one that I have is this. This is a Dimensions. It's 10 by 14. Welcome Friends. I like it because it has grapes. My kitchen is kind of done in grapes because I love purple, and I'm really starting to enjoy the greens that complement that purple. But I thought it'd be really nice to hang this. I don't have a whole lot of space in my kitchen, but I thought I could really find a small little corner or some place to hang this near the kitchen, if not inside the kitchen. So I have that. And then this I looked at for a while, and I found it on clearance, so of course I bought it. It's a family tree. This is going to take some time, one, to get to, and second, to do, because it is even larger than my Thomas Kincaid's. It's a 16 by 20 family tree. But again, there's empty space, so it should make things move a little faster. But I think it would just be really fun to have this completed someday, and pass it on to kids. I mean, having that frame is going to be so much fun. But hey, that's what happens when you get addicted to cross stitch. Here's another, small kit that I bought. It does have wine and stuff on it, which I'm not a huge wine enthusiast, but with the grapes and things, the colors seem to match my kitchen. So it's a 5x7, I believe. Yes, 5x7, and it's by Dimensions. Of course, I bought that with a coupon. So. And as you can see, I really like kits. Here's a kit that I didn't buy, but it's one my mother bought, and I'm going to do this for my nephew and put his name on it. She wanted to have little things stitched with their names on it, so I told her I'd stitch it. And I like these little tiny projects between the Snow White project, because it's given me a break in between. Like, there are some times where I can't stand to look at that for a while, but I don't like to stop. What else do I have? That's all for my kitted projects. I lied. I have a couple here. I missed one. This one I've had for a while. I got it, I believe, at Joann's. It's a Janlin. Excuse me, my kids are getting quite excited to see what is in my stash over here. I apologize. Sorry. But it's a cute little girl on a windowsill looking outside. And I just like how the colors were kind of muted in the background, and she kind of stood out. I thought once about possibly changing the color of her little pajama outfit, but I don't know. I really like how it pulls from the background too, and there's red in the pillow. But of course, my favorite color is purple. So if I did change it, that's what it would be. Here's a kit I just got the other day, actually, and I've got it at Joann's. My mother has an old Singer sewing machine that is not in working condition anymore, but it is really pretty. And this is a Design Works 8x14. Of course, I had a coupon, so I got it for less than the listed price. But I really liked all the little trinkets that are on there. You know, not only just a sewing machine, but I thought that'd be fun one day to complete for her, so she can hang on the sewing machine. But those are my kitted projects. Now recently, thanks to everybody here on YouTube, I got a few books. I went to, oh no, well that's not my kitted projects, but I'll show you. I have a couple designs that I've printed that were freebies, and because I hear so much about people talking about heaven and earth, that I went to the website and I did find freebies because I have 3 children. They are 7, 5, and 2 years old, so they keep me very busy and don't usually have a lot of extra money to spend. So I found this lovely little kit, and it's got bunnies. I love bunnies. You don't really see them that much on cross stitch. Thanks. So I got that. I'm just starting to buy the floss for that. Buying a little bit at a time because I'm not going to be starting that really anytime soon. Maybe sometime in the new year. We'll see, because it will also help me practice parking. I think I'm going to try parking. I never tried that before. So there's a lot of new things I'm going to be trying. And then this other freebie I found just a couple days ago of freebie Christmas animals. And I really liked that it wasn't super Christmassy. Not that I don't love Christmas. It's just, like, I've seen the point of other people talk about, well, if you're going to hang it in your home, or you don't want to hang it for a month and then put it away. I think this is something that can still hang throughout most of the season, and I just love the little animals. And I don't think there's any stitching for the snow per se down here. So even I thought if I did it on an off-white or like a light tan fabric, I would stitch maybe like half stitch for a little bit of snow on the ground. I thought that'd be really cute. But this, I believe, calls for a 25 count. Yeah. Which I did buy some at 123 Stitch. So there's been a lot of firsts for me, I tell you. You guys are really bad influences. And I think I have that box here. Excuse me. I'm losing stuff. I do have a small beaded kit, apology, that I bought for my mother-in-law. She loves snowmen, and this is plastic canvas, yes. And it's got some beads, because I really never worked with beads on cross stitch. So I thought that'd be really cute, something that would take, a week or two. Again, something to break up the monotony of such a large project. An old pattern of my mother's that I thought I would stitch on something like a small magnet. It used to go on a shirt, but don't see many people stitching on shirts anymore. Here's a little Holly Hoppy design. It's supposed to be needlework, but I thought, again, if I stitched it on a smaller count, that I can turn that into a magnet or something that, my mother could use. She's always loved Holly Hoppy, so I kind of stole that from her so I could do that for her. But here is a couple scraps. There's an 18 by 11 Ada. It's 14 count, which now I'm really, really liking the 18 count because the Snow White's done on 18 count, and I used to do things on 14, which is really, it's a big difference when you're used to 14, but makes it, a nice change to the size of your stitches and the quality of your work. And then this is something I ordered from 123 Stitch, which is a 25 count antique white. It's a 9 by 13, which is perfect size for the Heaven and Earth design with the freebie bunny design there. So that is what's going to go on that. So again, I'm working on getting that kitted up, as you guys say. So again, I'm learning so many new things. So again, this is my first non-kitted project. So that's how I'm labeling it right now, is that this is my first kind of, hey, we're kind of doing this all on the whim. Here's a few scraps. I I'm going to practice on, and I thought even this, which it is a 28 count cashel. Again, this little store always in Stitches, which I will plug because they're the closest thing to me, which is still not that close. They're a little shop inside Noblesville, Indiana. And for at least for me, after seeing everybody else's stores that are near them, I'm still jealous, but they have a really nice selection of things that you can't get everywhere. So this is nice to try some remnants, especially I didn't want to spend the money on something so big when I've never stitched on it before. So that was helpful. And then I also got this piece. And it is long, but you know, it'd be good for a bookmark or something. But this is a 28 count Jovelin violet or wood violet. It's got that, I don't know, the light might not get it, but it's a nice smoky lavender kind of color. But I like that. I thought it's still kind of neutral, so you can do just about anything on it. So those are the few scraps that I have of that, which I do have some more I bought at, this is probably a Hobby Lobby, I imagine, or Joann's. I've been so many places lately, thanks to everybody, and discovering so many new things. Some even weave, because I've enjoyed it so much on this, because that's what this is. It's a 36 count even weave. So, of course, I'm doing a 2 over 2, which is giving me the equivalent of an 18 count. And so I just like the 18 count. So you can see that from far away, it really blends nicely. So, and of course I haven't got this quite all finished there, but, and of course that's just to help me remember Star Trek when I'm stitching. Anyways, but I really enjoy the even weave. It is much softer than the Ada, it's much more giving, so I do like that. So I think I might be stitching on that a lot more. But of course I bought, sorry, excuse me, he's behind me. With coupons, of course, coupons or clearance. I bought some different counts. This is both 18 count. I have regular Ada white and the Fiddler's Ada. I really like the variation. I don't know if you can see without all the glare that I have. The variation of the color in there. So, I really like that. I think that'd be fun to find something to stitch on. So, I have those ready to go. I recently, yesterday actually, went to my Walmart, which they don't have a lot of stuff, but when I found out they're threaded, they don't have a whole lot of DMC thread, but what they do have, it's cheaper than what it is at my Hobby Lobby or my Joann's, or of course even on 123 Stitch. At Hobby Lobby and Joann's, the DMC thread, which I think I have one example here, you know, is 40 cents. That's great, actually. And sometimes they have really good sales. But at Walmart, it's 30 cents. So I've decided that I'm going to go back through my Heaven and Earth design and pick out or at least take it with me and buy all the numbers that Walmart has and buy them there, so I'm saving. Because, again, 3 children, I have to save where I can. But I bought this blue just because I wanted to see how much it cost. And it's such a pretty blue. It's $38.44. So, and again, I love purple, but boy, I love the way that color is. My daughter thought she could take it and maybe make friendship bracelets, but I told her not this time. So, but I bought this bookmark. It was a Janlin bookmark for $1. Like, I'm not sure how long it was been there. I was going to try to buy more, but I thought it'd be nice to stitch something small on, and I found some freebie bookmark designs online. So I'm all about the freebie stuff. So again, anywhere I can save money. So that is my stash. And then these are just some random tools in here. I have some bobbins, which I'm not a bobbin person right now, and maybe I'll show you that in a different video. Some readers, which these are 2-point, and I have a 1.5 over here, which seems to be more comfortable for me. My odds and ends jars there, which I don't know, I really like the way that's going to turn out. Anyways, so that's my stash. It's not as much as everybody else I see sometimes. but I'm quite nervous about how long just part of the stash is going to take me. Though I have learned other techniques here on YouTube that will help me. So with the loop method, that has already saved me time of what I call burying I can't even talk today. Bury the thread underneath on the back. I only have to do that once when I end the thread. So, and also I may have showed this in my last video, but I want to show it again because it is quite handy. I don't have any room for a millennium frame, but this lovely thing, which is made by Clover, which I've only seen a few things online, it comes out. So it's kind of like a stand all in one. I need a better chair to sit at my dining table with it. Or I can even clamp it on the coffee table, which is where I was last time. But it has really become helpful because I really don't do two-hand stitching. But it has allowed me to just stitch faster, which that has been in the last few days. So, but I can only stitch this at night when my husband's in bed, when he's at work. And so I didn't work it at all this weekend. So it was really, really, really hard not to pull this out, but he can't see it. He might have an idea that I'm doing something for him, but I don't want him to see this. It will definitely ruin the surprise. So I don't have needle minders right now. I'm trying to make my own, but I really did buy this really strong magnets here. And there's a strong magnet on the back of that. So I guess in a way that is a needle minder, but it doesn't really, it's not strong enough to hold the magnet for my comfort. So again, thank you so much for watching. I have loved this community of people that I have met all over the world, from Canada to England to Australia. You guys are awesome, and I love the videos. Even across the country, I'm starting to meet so many new people, from Georgia, and I've finally had a few people that said they're from Indiana. So I really like to know that. Again, it's just around my area. I've mentioned to friends and family before that I guess cross stitchers around here just don't speak up, and I know it's not as big as a hobby here as it is elsewhere. So guys, thank you so much for just watching. If you like this, please click like. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. And I do plan on doing a tool video because I did see a tool tag, but it's been a really long time ago, but I love seeing everybody's videos. I want to do that. So, and yeah, this has been so much fun. So thanks.